this mother. Hi, damn. Anyway, we're here and it's going good right now because we're doing it old school. But we're still doing it live. And I don't know where all day went, but he'll come his ass in all day. Chipmunk.
Every day. All day, every day.
Chipmunk Jaws? I don't know. Anyway, so let's get on to the first question. Now, I'm going to make sure that everybody can hear us first. So let's get this going right there with that.
Yo,
I'm still looking for the live.
It's public because I can't find it.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. I can't see it.
I keep refreshing your YouTube page here.
And you can't see it.
You can't see it.
And you can't see it.
You can't see it.
And you can't see it. And you can't see it. It says public right there.
It does say public. Hold on, man. Maybe it's
let me refresh. Hold up.
It's taking a hot second.
Oh man, you gotta take some. I'm gonna buy you a tutorial, man. I swear to God.
But yes, it is saying that it's go right here. Oh, no, that's the old one.
Straight buy my tutorial. Udemy. You ever heard a site called Udemy? I'm gonna hook you up, boss.
All right,
real. You gotta learn it.
Man, it shouldn't be this difficult. I've been working on this all week, and everything has been working smooth. But of course, something always happens. I don't know.
It's crunch time, man. Yo, you're just like the OKC Thunder, yo.
Man, we've been having some real good crunch time. We've been having some great crunch time until last night when we lost to Portland. I don't know what the hell that was about. There you go.
Yeah, I still don't see the video.
Yeah, I don't see. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah,
I got public right here. I'm looking dead at it.
Oh, I think we got it. Hold on.
Finally, here we go.
Yeah.
Nope.
There's no chat. There's no chat though.
Yes, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I've broken YouTube.
It doesn't take a lot.
Okay,
man.
yes, it's working now. I don't get it. I don't see the chat though.
I got everything on public, so it's.
Is it live? Is this a live one? Because I see something there that says the podcast, but it's not live.
Right. It says recently live, and then but right here on the what we got right here, I'm going to broadcast. It's saying it's live. So I don't know what the hell is going on.
Didn't we go through this last time?
No, we ain't going through this last time. This is a whole different thing. Like it's not even showing.
I'm talking about how those live event shit. Is that what you're talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Remember me and Delight walked you through it last time?
No, I'm doing it. It says,
I see.
I'm going through it right now. Excuse
me.
Bless you. Hey man, I mean, really? It does say live. That's weird though. It says live at the top right.
Well, if he went live, but for some reason kept it private, it'll say live and it won't have a chat and it won't have a link. Like,
oh Lord.
No, it shouldn't be. It should be. So here we go.
It'll say live though.
Let's see. Is it popping up? Is it working right now?
Y'all hear me good or what?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, we hear you.
I'm not using the snowball.
Oh, here it is. It's live. Here we go.
Okay.
I see
All
it.
right.
I see
there
it.
you go. There you go.
It's live.
Oh, what
Here
did you do? What did you do?
Just refresh it. Go back and then refresh it.
No, I got you. But what did you do to put it up there, Mega?
I just hit live event again and it just popped up. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Look, man. It does its own thing. Look, I'm just pressing.
You know what I love about this? You know what I love about this?
Because it's like
when it comes to Saturday night, Mega can't say shit to me. Yeah.
I can't say a damn thing, but that's okay. That's all right. We still gonna keep going. So anyway, we got all the introductions and everything. Well, you know what? I don't think anybody heard anybody from the introduction. So let's start it over.
Sounds
again.
good too. So.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So if anybody can't, so let's do the introductions one more time. Let's just do it quicker. All right, we got a special guest. It's my boy Jay Long. He's got his own podcast, which is DirectX 12 minus the fraud, and the fraud that is minus is the former leader of that group was Iron Wolf. But go ahead and introduce yourself, Jay Long.
What's going on, people? Thanks for having me on the show.
I'm a big fan. Watched since the very first episode. It's good to finally be on, man. Thanks for having me.
Right, no doubt, man. Appreciate it. So we're moving on, getting on to the panel. Get on to talk. Hit the ladies up. What's going on with you, Lady Infamous? What's going on with you, Delilah? Lady Infamous, you start first.
I'm doing all right here, chilling on Friday, enjoying myself. Had a good, exciting couple of days. So let's just get this gaming talk started.
No doubt.
I'm doing all right as well. It's Delilah HD. Looking forward to, get into some of these topics with you guys. Hope everybody stay tuned in and enjoy the show.
Yeah, no doubt. Next, we moving on down the line, talking to my right-hand man, my tech guy. They're going to start firing you up. I keep calling you the tech guy.
Yeah, dude, you can't keep calling me that, man, because, you're putting all this weight on me right now. But
hey, I got to put the weight on somebody other than me. But anyway, Xbox 448, man. Go ahead and say what's up to everybody.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Just a little. I want to throw out a little tip to people who are thinking about making a gaming PC, because I have my older son try to say something about wanting a gaming PC for his birthday in July. And guys, if you want to build a rig or something, man, just wait until the Ryzen just came out for the CPU, and wait for the Vega GPU architecture, because you guys will be doing a disservice to yourself if you go with NVIDIA right now. They are old school technology. They are not what is going to be in the next few years. So just kind of hold off and wait until these things come out. Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, Ryzen is just changing so much. But the one thing that
old school technology. They are just kind of hold off and wait until these things come out. Yeah. That's all.
Great.
That's what I sound like.
You sound great. Anyway,
yeah.
But no, shit. But I was gonna say, about with the Ryzen, you better have a heat sink, because if you don't, man, you can cook a damn pizza on those things. They're gonna generate a lot of heat. But I got somebody. I have a friend who's testing out certain things with Ryzen and Vega put together. Mm-hmm. He's in kind of like a preview program type thing when it comes to AMD. It's something kind of special that only a certain number of people get into. And this dude is talking about performance the roof, yo. I don't know. Usually you would, when the computer starts up, you can go and look at the specs of your computer. He says everything that he has right now is all X'd out. You can't see exactly what's going on, but he said the performance is absolutely outstanding. Nice. That's awesome to hear. So now we're going to move on down the line to my boy All Day Digital. Say what's up to everybody, brother. All right.
Okay.
All right. So.
All right.
He's gonna get stuff in his face. That's anyway. Let's get on to the topic that we were talking about. And Delilah, what did you think? What was the thing that caught you when Phil Spencer had his interview with the Unlocked podcast with Ryan McCaffrey and them? What was the thing that caught your attention the most?
Delilah?
Hello? Delilah and All Day. Did they go courting somewhere? Did they just elope? I mean, are they going to Vegas? What the hell's going on here? Anyway, so well, let me move on down. J Long, did you the guest, man? What do you think about what Phil Spencer had to say in the interview?
He had a lot of good things to say. He was talking about Game
can
Pass.
y'all hear me?
Oh yeah.
Okay, gosh, I don't know what happened. That was weird. I heard the question though. You asked me about the Unlocked podcast with Phil Spencer and everything. Yeah. And wow. From what I got from listening to that interview was that Phil seemed very, very confident in what they're doing in the games that they're bringing out later on in the year. I don't doubt that they're going to have a few surprises.
Yo, can you hear me now?
What the hell? Hey, man, I don't know, man. I think y'all went off in the back.
The mic situation is all kind of messy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Delilah.
Yeah, so what I was saying was that he seemed very, very confident in what they're going to be doing later on in the year. So I look forward to what they're going to show and do at E3. And it sounds like they're going to have a show prior to E3 as well. So that was a nice little tidbit. And I even liked his reaction when that was kind of, hinted at or mentioned and everything.
Yeah, no, that was really, really cool. I thought that was awesome. So, J-Long, what were you going to say?
What I got out of it mainly was he said that they were indeed working on new games. I think he said new IPs and new studios. So a lot of people have been down in the lineup of Xbox because you only really see what's coming out until the end of this year. But there's clearly got to be stuff after this year, and games take 3-4 years to make. Phil Spencer, this is his third year at Xbox, so I think we're finally gonna see what he's been working on these past 3-4 years.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. I mean, and he did definitely say that he was working on games that we do not know about that's going to be coming out this year. So I'm very excited about that. What do you have to say about that all day?
I think the interview was good. I think Phil Spencer, he sounded confident, like Delilah said. He filled in a lot of gaps that he's not going to tell us everything. I do respect the fact that he wants to wait. I know we're all eager to figure out what's going to happen, but, they don't want to jump the gun. I can understand why, because, things get canned. He gets the axe in his hand and it's over. He was making people nervous. You have people grabbing their cars. Oh, my God, what's going on here? It was a good interview. You know what I mean? I feel.
Can you do that again, please?
Yeah, what's going on? It's getting hot. Is it kind of hot in here? Yeah, motherfuckers flicking pens. So every time you mention Scorpio, flick your pens.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, overall the interview was good. I think he handled it well. Like Delilah, I do feel like he did feel bad for Scalebound. Like it wasn't nothing like, oh well, fuck them. Nah, he showed a little concern. And he did feel bad about it. So he's very active on. Like I said before, man. Just because they don't show all their cards, man, don't mean they ain't got a nice hand. You know what I mean? So we'll just have to wait and see.
No,
it was a good interview.
Yeah, I totally agree. I thought it was a great interview. Now, Xbot, what was the thing that caught your attention the most?
Everybody getting sucked up for that.
Oh my God. Everybody getting caught up, man. You've been talking all damn night, and you.
Well, I don't know, right?
I muted myself, man. I muted myself. All right, I'm here. I'm here. Everything's good. All right, yo. I think there was a lot of good stuff to take from it. First of all, you had what Jay said about the new IPs and the new studios. And oh my God.
Okay, keep going.
All right. Now with that, like he talked about keeping like these announcements kind of like close to his chest, not putting it out earlier than like what he did with Scalebound, and he even said to a certain extent Crackdown. But it definitely looks like there's like new studio development, new IPs coming out, announcements, which is really good. That's something we've been looking for. One of the most interesting things was when they were talking about Nintendo real quick, and I know it's a really small part of the interview, but the way Phil said that they have a really good relationship with Nintendo, it to me it seemed like it wasn't just, oh yeah, we know they're there and we talk to them and everything's fine. It sounds like there's been rumors about like Nintendo and certain Nintendo games possibly being able to be played on the Xbox, and these rumors just won't go away. And the way he reacted to Nintendo and said, yeah, we have a really good relationship with them. Like he emphasized it so much that it sounds like they are really working with Nintendo on something. And that really sparked my interest. And I know it was a small part of the interview. Other than that, the whole Scorpio as a premium product, knowing that the Xbox One S is the thing that's really going to sell the most out of the Xbox division. It was just a real good interview overall, man.
Yeah, no, it was a great interview. It was so great that I think the Xbox Legion should do the battle cry, baby. We should get excited and just get crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? Just say, Xbox, the best box, we hold it down. It's doing our thing. Yes, Xbox Nation, do it again. We standing strong, baby. We doing our thing. I'm so excited for what he was saying because not only the fact that he brought up Scorpio and scared the shit out of the dude with the beard. Like he started grabbing his neck. He was hot. He was already uncomfortable because they normally don't dress that way. And then when he said that the Scorpio was going to be more powerful than anything that you're seeing right now, and it just only makes me just think about how mind-blowing Rise look or how mind-blowing Horizon Zero Dawn looks. And he's saying that this is going to topple that. Yeah, I would throw my pen. I would take off my shirt like I was next gen. I mean, it would just be, it's crazy. I can't imagine what we're going to be seeing from this premium device. And also, there was a Cuphead. He was talking about Cuphead. Like, Cuphead is still there. I know that he made the point about that he doesn't like talking about a game for so many years, and then it gets that fatigue, which I think that's what happened to Quantum Break. I think that's and it might even hurt Crackdown unless Crackdown 3 blows us away with this whole cloud technology. But anybody else want to add anything to that? Because I thought he that's one thing
I like the way Phil pointed out who the Scorpio is tailored to. And I feel like that was a good way to, approach it. You know what I mean? He already knows the S will do much better. And I think that as long as the casuals understand, that there is a console for them if they don't want to, get the guts and glory, they do have options. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. And my boy NFSF, or whatever the hell you say his name, that's my boy though. He asked me, did I have a Horizon Zero Dawn? Yes. That's why I could say with confidence that if the Scorpio is going to look better than Horizon Zero Dawn or Rise, because to me those are the two best looking games that's out right now. That's amazing. That don't even sound real to me. Just sounds crazy. I don't know. I mean, just everything that he was saying, and then he's so genuine. Like it just I know he has to do his talking points, but then he's also saying things that makes you feel like this guy knows he loves gaming. He's an actual true gamer, and I know a lot of people knock him because he congratulates some other people and some other companies and they don't congratulate them. But I think he just genuinely thinks that, hey, this is what we like to do.
Mega, check this out. My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but when you talk about the congratulating and stuff like that, if you notice, like the Xbox division, Aaron Greenberg, Phil Spencer, like a whole bunch of people from Xbox have been congratulating Nintendo today, right? Like big time congratulating Nintendo. So like I said, if they have something in the works behind closed doors with Nintendo, of course they're gonna come out and really like wave that flag for them on the launch day with the Switch and everything like that, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that Nintendo also has like an office in Seattle, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
it's actually in Redmond, Washington. This is the same city as Microsoft, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
man.
in the interview, he actually said he actually went up there and played the Switch. Like he went to their offices at Redmond and played the Switch with some games.
Yeah, because they're both there. So.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm getting from the interview as well that he's really, really trying to promote a premium gaming console, which I personally like because I want to be on. I want to get that next level of gaming. I want to be a premium console owner. And earlier, he got a good hand. He's just not pulling out all the cards right now at this very moment. But I can't wait what he's going to show us. I'm really, really excited on what he's going to show us as an Xbox consumer. So I can't wait.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited. I mean, he just made me feel 10 times more confident about what the Scorpio is going to do because I have to give it up to the Unlocked Podcast. They asked him some tough questions. And
they handled him pretty well.
Exactly. And he held his own. He held his own, and he could answer. He answered what he could, and you could tell that he just wanted to spill out, just a little bit to let you know that like this is the real deal. This is the real deal. But no doubt, I'm excited about it. So let's go on to the second question topic of the show, and that is about Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, of course, it's gotten all this praise. It's gotten all this It's got great reviews. The Metacritic scores, I from what I've seen earlier, there was I think around Wednesday, they weren't all that great, but everything else has got rave reviews. Now, do you feel that this game is game of the year? Do you feel that this is the best looking game that you've ever seen? Is this thing actual Zelda killer? I'm going to start with you, Xbot448. What do you think about Horizon Zero Dawn?
Yeah, okay, I'm not muted. All right. First of all, I haven't played the game. All right, so I can't go really in depth with in terms of is it the best game, like best looking game, all that good stuff. Is it a game of the year contender? From what I've seen from gameplay and stuff like that, it looks to be. We even Next Gen 720 saying it's the most beautiful game he has ever seen to date. All right, so.
Bot.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Bot.
Oh, shoot.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Bot. Oh, damn it. Anyway.
I can answer the question if you like.
Go ahead. Look. What do you think about it, Infamous? What do you think? Yeah.
I haven't, like I said, I don't got a PlayStation 4 and I don't got the game, but I do watch multiple YouTubers with different perspectives of the game. From what I see on YouTube, it does look good. I haven't get into the story yet. It could be a possible good story. They said people saying that there's issues with the audio. Someone that I know that actually owned and played the game, he told me that the audio was garbage. Is it game of the year contender? Of course, because this game got a lot of hype, and as soon as the game came out, the hype got real big. So I wouldn't be surprised if it is, one of the nominees of Game of the Year. Do I think it's the best game I see? It depends on the person who's looking at the game, because one person can be like, oh yes, this is the best looking game I ever seen, and you might have somebody with a trained eye and say there might be flaws in it. So it's like beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So it looks good, but I wouldn't say it's like the best shit I've seen. So that's how I'm gonna put it on that one.
Well, no, that's absolutely fine. I mean, that's the whole point of having the podcast, of listening to everybody's opinion. If it is the eye of the beholder, but I mean, you can put a distinction of what game looks good compared to the other games that you've seen that looked really good. And so I'm going to go to you, Jay Long. Do you think Horizon is I know for sure it's a definite contender, but do you think he'll pull off and win Game of the Year? Is this a Zelda killer? Is this the best game that we've seen this gen?
I have not played the game, but I have played Zelda, and I'll get to that later. But from what I've seen, when I first saw this game at E3, I knew I was gonna like it because I'm an open world fiend. I love open world games. I enjoyed Far Cry, which it took inspiration from, and I enjoyed Tomb Raider, which it also has some things in it. But it also took its own approach with its prehistoric / futuristic style and story. I've been hearing good things. I was actually talking to my cousin when I joined the call and wasn't speaking in the pre-show, and he was just ranting and raving about the game, saying it's the best looking game he's seen, and he's unbiased. And he was talking about just the different mechanics that the game had. He said it was amazing. He didn't have any flaws with it. So I think it definitely is a contender for Game of the Year. It's definitely a game I'll be picking up soon. It's just Zelda got my time right now. I'm a huge Zelda head. I'm biased. I don't think it's a Zelda killer, but I think it could stand on its own, and I think it'll be a good franchise. And I think Guerrilla Games did a good job with this. I think they had to switch it up. I'm glad they did. As far as the story goes, I'm not really too concerned. The voice acting did look like it was from Shenmue 1. Like some of it, at least the video Crap Gamer put, which you know how but it was pretty bad, but I could look past that. As long as the gameplay is good, I'm good. So yeah, I think Horizon's probably a Game of the Year contender. And it might win, like, at least push Square's Game of the Year or some shit.
Yes, but you said Shenmue 1.
The side quest. I'll be fair and say the side quest.
But still, I don't know. All day.
What up, man?
What do you think about this? I mean, do you think it's the Zelda killer? Do you think that this game is the best of this generation? Give us your input, man.
Basically, I'm picking up the game in about an hour or so. So I'll let you know in the future.
Oh, so you went ahead and got that? So you went ahead and got that 4?
I'm getting it in about an hour and a half.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
So basically, I am looking forward to the game. I could be petty and hate it. You know what I mean? I can do that with any game. But if I take it just for face value and enjoy myself, I'm pretty sure I have a good time. The visuals look great. The shimmy voice acting, I mean, I don't have time for punk kids. Get out of here. You know, that type of shit. You know, it might bug me a little bit, but that's not my focus on the game. I just want to play a good game. You know what I mean? You know, like I said, I bleed green, but sometimes I wear blue aftershave. So, you know,
I can respect that. I can respect that.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just you know, I know you got it. I mean, I'm looking forward. You know, I'm more excited. This is what I'm more excited about. I'm excited of this can be a new franchise icon in the Sony lineup. And I think that's what I'm more excited for, is that this can be a staple for them to grow on, to build on, to just improve on. I feel like it can be a really dope game in the future. They might add some co-op elements. They could add some, you know, some standalone DLCs. I mean, they could do a lot with this game. So I'm just happy for the future of it. I'm happy to, you know, they got a new protagonist in the lineup for sure. For sure.
Yeah, no doubt. And that's one thing that I can say is that it has the potential of being a strong protagonist for the Sony lineup, because it's the Sony lineup. If you really look at it for this generation so far, it's not been stellar. I know that they have
Nathan.
Yeah, it's been pretty weak. I mean, you know, if you're going to try to just say Knack and Bloodborne, and I guess the Native American guy that was in Seattle in whatever that game, whatever the hell again. I just bought it not too long ago. I haven't played it yet. Infamous Second Son is what you're going to go for. Then by all means, you're a fanboy and you're full of bullshit. So I'm just being real.
I'm with you.
Okay, so Delilah, what do you think about Horizon Zero Dawn? Have you even played it yet? Is it a Zelda killer? Where do you place this game graphically?
I haven't played it yet, so I mean, like others have said on the panel, I can't really give it a fair judgment, but I definitely wouldn't call it a Zelda killer, because Zelda has too much, I don't know, legacy, if you will. And I can't even call this game of the year, because to me, the year's kind of just getting started. I mean, it's only 3 months into the year. I mean, I guess it could go in the category, but I kind of shifted aside a little bit because we have more to see this year. I mean, I guess ask me that question in like July, and then maybe I can tell you a little bit whether I feel like the game could be game of the year. Because I really hate when games come out early in the year, and you know, it's like they have to try to stand up throughout the entire year against any other game that comes out. So I want to see how well it does once you see, like, you know, Crackdown and all these other titles that's coming out.
Right. Well, I'm just going by what the media has said, that this is already the game of the best game of the generation.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's got so much. It's got a lot of hype surrounding it, and Sony always does a great job of advertising their titles and pushing their IP. So I don't doubt that it's gonna do well. And so far from what I've heard, like many of you, that the gameplay is really good. I have heard the issues with the voice acting, and while, you know, voice acting can kill the experience, I don't think it's going to hurt it too much, because from what I've heard, the gameplay is really good. But I'm definitely looking forward to trying it out for myself. It will be a PS4 game that we will probably pick up here soon, because we don't our PS4 pretty much, you know, collects dust, sadly. So I'm feel really good about finally being able to turn that thing on and get to gaming with Horizon Zero Dawn. But yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I mean, it's Xbot. Are you there? Okay, I guess
he stepped out. So
okay, you know what? But okay, this is for me. Now, I played the game. I bought it the other day. It is beautiful. It is an absolute marvel. Graphically, I mean, it's up there. Now, I will say this. Now, there's quite a few great looking games that's been out this generation. But to me, it's Rise is the staple, and this competes with Rise every step of the way, except for one thing, and that is the facial expressions. The facial expressions are not even close. Rise has that down perfect. I mean, from the way that the casting, everything that they did was just absolutely fantastic. To where on Horizon Zero Dawn, when you very first start the game, and then when they're about to bless the child, and I was like, whoa, this looks pretty dope. I mean, the old lady, the people in the back, they all looked good. The voice animations and all that sounded dope. But then when you get further along, then you start seeing the problems with it. So that right there, I think it's only just a minor step behind when it comes to the facial expressions, but it's an open world game. So I would probably have to overall give the nod to Horizon Zero Dawn. But when it comes to being a Zelda killer,
send that shit to Hades.
No. You're talking about a franchise that's been out for 31 years.
It doesn't have a catalog, man.
Yeah, you're talking about a new IP going against a behemoth that is considered to most people to be on the Rushmore of the most iconic games of all time. Exactly. You're talking about a game that's already had a perfect score in Ocarina of Time, and then now people are giving it a perfect score for this new game on the Switch that my boy Z and Xbox and like 10,000 other people that I know that hate, but the thing still gets a perfect score, and it's a totally underpowered system. That speaks volumes for how good this Zelda game is. And I can't wait to get my hands on the Switch.
It's got here. I just can't put it in yet.
Yeah, it's amazing. Switch game. I'm like, wow. Now, listen, Game of the Year is definitely going to be a nominee. It should win some awards, but you got to look down the lines, like Delilah said. You got to look at games like Mass Effect Andromeda, Red Dead Redemption. You got, believe it or not, Shadows of War, because Shadows of Mordor was no joke. It was a dope-ass game. If you have not played Shadows of Mordor, you need to get your hands on it right now and play it and slap yourself for waiting so long to not get it. It is a fantastic game. And then also saying the best game of this generation, I think that's absolutely laughable, because the best game this generation is no other than The Witcher 3. The Witcher! That is a fantastic
Witcher is amazing.
Witcher 3, look, see, whereas Horizon Zero Dawn side stories fall off, they get repetitive. Witcher 3 side stories could be in most game stories.
Let me tell you this.
Kick your ass.
I was talking to Dealer. Shout out to Dealer.
Big shout out to Dealer.
And we were just talking about The Witcher real quick, because I'm upgrading my video card from my PC. Now I was thinking about picking up The Witcher 4, even though I own on Xbox. I just want to experience it in a better fidelity. Mm-hmm. So I was explaining to him this mission I did, right? And it was a long, strenuous mission. And I was like, man, he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, bro, you haven't played that mission? Because he's like heavily into 80, 90 plus hours. So I'm like, bro, you haven't played? He was like, bro, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. And I was like, what? He's like, dude, some of these missions in the game, these side missions are like full on cutscene heavy, story driven side missions that you won't even discover. Like, it will take so long to get to them, or even to find them.
The Red Bear side mission was one.
I think that's the one I'm talking. Is that the one I'm talking about? When you talk to the dude, the other Witcher, that he's buff and he's bald headed, and he got betrayed, and he gets killed. You think, and then I'm not gonna spoil it, but yeah.
Oh yeah, you know what? That story was so damn long. It probably could have been, because I did see that part where he fought the dude from The Witcher 2. And he came, from The Witcher 2, and you had to make a choice to protect him, or what? Right. But it was all from the decisions that you made from Witcher 2 in that game, and it did something that Mass Effect sadly made the huge mistake of doing in 3, is that it really affects what's going on in the game. That's why I'm like, I understand this is a PlayStation game. The hype is real for PlayStation. And this looked like this could be a fantastic franchise to be a side of The Last of Us, Kratos, and all the rest of the PlayStation titles that they have coming up. But The Witcher is its own animal, man. The Witches of the Red Baron had this whole story with a side story to itself with the Witches of the Bog, which you had to go and try to save these little kids, but you was trying to find the Baron's wife, and you didn't know where she was. Then it come linked up some crazy shit with a witch in a tree. Kids was getting eaten by witches. You're like, what the?
I remember that was crazy.
That took forever to beat. But I was so insane.
But you have to respect it, man. I mean, you don't get that in games no more.
No. That's the guy's name.
For them to be funding it's a self-funded studio.
Mm-hmm.
No outside sources. I mean, dude, this is it's a marvel, man.
And they said the game only cost $20 million to make. Now I know I'm just saying only $20 million. Like I got like $5 million in my backyard.
But they done made that 3 times over.
No, but I'm just saying. But like big budget games, like let's just say Final Fantasy 15, that was like in the realms of $50 million. So it was. So
and it doesn't hold a candle, bro.
It doesn't hold the candle. A lot of people get turned off because of the combat aspect of The Witcher.
Combat's
3.
Great though. Once you get it down.
I hated it. I'm gonna explain why. I talked so much. I was so petty on the combat. I was like, "Fuck this game." He moves like he's fucking. He doesn't know where he's going. Because in The Witcher, my problem was this is always my gripe until I got over it and I learned how to, maneuver. Was when you take a step forward, he takes your extra step.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you noticed that. Just move your joystick up. When your character moves up, he'll take an extra step after you stop moving the joystick. And that fucking irked the shit out of me.
Animation.
The animation was a little clunky. But once I kind of got the rolling down and I got the parrying down, oh man, I was. You want to fight, motherfucker? Come on, motherfucker.
Yeah, and then you did the takedowns, the bloody takedowns, because they implemented those into the patch. And if you got The Witcher and you haven't played it in a long time, because it's one of those games that you keep like Grand Theft Auto 5. You just keep it and just never get rid of it. And what the hell is going on?
I think
Paranormal Activity. I'm out of here, bro. Peace.
Yeah, man. This is we have an extraterrestrial shit going on here, man. What's going on? Anyway, so okay. If I find out who that is, they ass get muted.
Someone's making the switch.
Yeah, somebody's making the switch. But anyway, the fact of it is,
oh wow,
they have the Witcher it takes you so many places, and then for it to be so massive, and you look at one place and you're like it's all desolate. Then you go to some place and it looks nice, but then you go to some lush, beautiful area, and it's got its own stories and everything on it. Man, it's just The Witcher 3 is that game of this generation, and there's nothing that's touched that so far.
Generation defining.
Yeah, it's generation defining, and it's actually I think it competes with one of the best games of all time. Definitely in the top 10.
Do y'all know how long Witcher has been in development? Like how long was Witcher developed for? You guys know?
No, that I do not know.
Man, I would love to know
2 came out in 2011, and 3 came out when?
2015.
Yeah, so I guess 4 years.
15, 20.
It was damn good, man. It was damn good timing.
It's a great game, man.
It's an awesome game.
It sets the bar. I mean, especially for single player games. They are, like you said, they're far and few now with all these multiplayer only games.
Mm-hmm.
With like Overwatch and
For Honor.
For Honor. That 1v5 stuff they've been doing, and so I mean, I appreciate single player games that have strong, story and engage you long enough. So
I agree. I agree with Delilah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I really hope that the industry takes a look at Witcher and kind of do what Horizon Zero Dawn is doing. Like, take little pieces and figure out how to keep people engaged for a long amount of time while they're playing a game. Because, I mean, you have to be able to, these days, because anybody can make a game, you have to be able to see that $60 value before you jump on board. Because everybody's waiting for these deals, waiting for price cuts.
The key word is prevent that trade-in, brother.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The thing is, with single player games, I mean, once you purchase it, play it, you can trade it in, and so even with Witcher, like you can go back to that game so much because there's so much content.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I mean, you could say the same thing for like Skyrim. I mean, that's why I understand when you have some people saying, well, multiplayer. I mean, I'm sorry, the single player doesn't matter, or multiplayer should be the focus. And a lot of these development studios and production studios feel that multiplayer is like the way to go for their games. When you usually have the single player titles are the ones getting the game of the years and winning all the awards, like your Fallouts and, like I said, your
because
Skyrims.
not everybody has a good internet connection. Some people got two pieces
Zelda.
of flow together connected to their temples. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people don't have that.
Like,
you know what I
name
mean?
any single player game is what I'm getting at. Like,
Right.
they're the ones that win the awards. And so I would like to hear somebody like Phil, especially on the Xbox side. I mean, just to kind of really make that a focus. I mean, of course, you got you recycling, with Halo 5 Gears and Forza, like you said in the interview or whatever. But man, we need more. Like, I want to see more from them. I mean, Microsoft has a great IP. They have so many great, really, really good IPs. And they got a huge pot of good content. And I just wish they would invest their dollars into those more. But
no, I agree. Yeah, I think that's been the biggest issue for this generation, because it is the what ifs. It's some people want Microsoft to throw out a nugget or two before the game comes out, maybe 3 or 4 years down the line. But it's also, you got to think about that of game fatigue. If you see it at E3 for like 2 or 3 years straight, you're kind of like, I was really hyped for it at one point in time, and now I just don't give a damn. And then it comes down to where this year, like he said in an interview, this is the first year that we won't have any of the big three, and people are already panicking. Well, just give them time. I think everything is gonna show what they're gonna do, and then also keep bringing those new IPs. And then he's also said something. Let me go back to this point. Back to our first topic. He said something that had me excited as hell. He said that he was talking to Bandai.
Namco.
Bandai
Namco.
Yeah, Bandai Namco. Yeah, thank you. And only thing I just usually call them is Namco. But that's huge. That's huge. I don't know what it is, but you know what? It makes me think probably of Tekken. That's my shit, Tekken, baby. So I'm very excited. Or whatever. Now, if he could get a new IP or something that or something that could be an exclusive to Xbox, like maybe let's say Soul Calibur. Let's just think about this for a second. Okay, PlayStation's got Street Fighter. Let's say that there hasn't been a Soul Calibur in a minute. Let's say that Phil Spencer went out there to talk to Namco and say, "Hey, look, why don't we make Soul Calibur exclusive?" Wouldn't that change the dynamic? I mean, who would really have the best fighters then?
That one, I'm not that excited about that. Like, you say that, but see, the thing is, listen though, you're a fighting game fan.
Yes,
like,
I love fighting.
Like, so for you, that's like, oh, that's awesome. For me, I'm like, snooze, because I would buy it, I would play it, of course, but it's not something that's gonna make me system seller. Like, I'm gonna get an Xbox just because Soul Calibur is on Xbox. No.
Hey, Kid Mega, do you have any you have the control of the whole podcast, right?
Yeah.
Cut her mic off.
Oh wow.
Soul Calibur, it was a great game.
No,
thank you.
It's my opinion though, right? I mean, I'm entitled to that. So
but you know what, HD?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
We ain't got no time for that garbage. You know what?
Don't do that to her.
Soul Calibur.
It's
Soul
cool. It is.
Calibur
I mean, okay, now don't get it twisted.
The Soul series.
Come on, man. I know a lot about Soul Calibur. Don't get it twisted now. I mean, it is, but I'm just saying, like, I don't look at a fighting game as being a system seller for me personally.
I think he wants new IPs, man.
I do too. But but coming from
I think so too.
From Bandai Namco, I mean, wow, what I mean, they made great games. I mean, look at Naruto.
In that interview, I wish they would have did a little bit.
yes. That means it's time for me to back off. It's time for me to back off about my fighting dreams.
But I wish that in the interview, that's one thing my gripe with the interview was they didn't ask what he did and when he went to Japan. Like, they didn't even, I mean, he mentioned Namco. I wish they would have said, well, who'd you go visit? Like, Who'd you go see in Japan? Like we saw everybody say that Twitter post. Right.
They kept stressing about he doesn't have Japanese games, but the Xbox doesn't have any Japanese games, but then yet they didn't ask him. You're right. That you know what? I didn't even think about that. That's brilliant because they have been stressing that point in the media for so long, and for Xbox haters that like there's no Japanese games. They don't care about this, blah blah blah. But then he goes out there and tries to negotiate with them something, and they don't even ask. They don't even ask
him. Yeah, that was hilarious. It was something else they didn't ask that I thought they should have. I mean, but largely they asked all the questions that I was wondering about. So I was really happy with that interview. Actually, I thought it was really well done.
It was a good, strong interview. I had, like I said, I had to.
Man, Ryan McCaffrey was like throwing shade and everything. I'm like, back up, boss. Like,
yeah, he was talking about the power break.
Gingers have no souls.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's not. Oh, that's
yeah, that was crazy.
I think a lot of those games that are exclusive to PS4 might be coming over. Maybe, hopefully, we'll see some. Because if we don't, that mean that trip was for nothing, man. Yeah. That'd be unfortunate.
Man, Phil went to get some fresh sushi, man.
Probably maybe. No, I think he's gonna.
You know, ask him, man. I have no problem with Twitter. He follows me on Twitter. I have no problem with asking him. Like, man, what'd you do in Japan?
Man,
I need to know.
Phil follows everybody but me, man. I'm like, you know what?
Me too.
I was like, this.
Don't worry, Phil ain't following me either.
All right, well, let's move on to the next topic because we are getting pressed for time. So, the Xbox Pass, Game Pass, man. What? Okay, who wants to take this first? Who wants this first? Nobody.
I'll take it.
Okay, go ahead. What do you think about this? Is it good? Is it? Do you not give a flying rat's ass? I mean, where are you at on this?
For me,
yeah,
it's a maybe. Petty. It's a maybe. But this is for your local window washers. This is for your bus boys, your lawnmower guys. You know what I mean? This is for the person who buys a console.
I knew I should have started with you first. Go ahead.
This is for the guys who,
bringing it down.
They have like a $20 bill wrapped up with some lint. Like this is for them. You know what I mean? And no disrespect to the people that ain't got a lot of funds. It's cool. We all been down that alley looking for deals. But at the same time, your mom walks in the store picking up an Xbox One S at a nice price for her son or daughter or whatever, and then she's maybe can't afford some games, get the Game Pass. It's like Netflix. But my only issue is they need to advertise this along. They need to put it like a sticker, a brochure card, something. People have to know the service is available. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Don't just make it something that you just it's going to be advertisement on the homepage because no one's going to look at that.
I completely agree.
It needs to be implemented in a way where maybe the clerk can, it just needs to be implemented, period, at purchase. You know what I mean? Because it's a big deal. It saves people money, and it probably it's a lot of filler games that can that can hold you over into that save them enough money or whatever, or maybe some games you just never played. But I found it interesting when he was talking about having exclusive content to the Game Pass. I think that's a great idea. It can be some episodic games. It can be, some little short indie titles that it'll lower production time in indies, knowing they can put out things episodically or short little stories or whatever. So I think it's dope. Like you said, he's not going to be people, and a lot of people have been saying lately, oh, it's only going to be a month. He already said that's not the case because that would just seem like a big trial. Games will come and go, just like Netflix, and they'll probably be updated through RSS feeds or whatever. But I think that the games will be on there for a decent amount of time, and if you do like the game, you get a discount if you want to purchase it. I think it's a great move for the subscription service, and that's all I got.
Yeah, no, it's no, that was a great point. That was a really great point. Now, what about you, Infamous? Do you think that the Xbox Game Pass now we have to let everybody know that it's only in the previews program right now. It's only got like 25 games. So if you have the previews program, you can get to play these games right now. It's only 25. It's not a really outstanding collection, but it's going to be 100 once it's out in the wild. So, what do you think, Infamous? Is this a good deal?
Yeah, I mean, for someone who just who's brand new on the Xbox tip, I mean, this is a great way to explore and play as many games as possible until you decide your niche of what game you like. And for the experienced Xbox player, that is great also because you might see something that you really wanted to play and that you couldn't, and it's also on the pass. But my thing about it is, will it conflict with games with gold? They're gonna that's my issue, because are they gonna? Because the last couple of months, the last month, maybe 2 months, the games with gold was. I think this month is a good month for game with gold. But are they gonna push the game of gold titles to the Xbox Pass? Or are we gonna get lower grade games with gold? So that's a conflicting issue with me, because if there was a game that meant to be free but they moved it on to the Pass, I'll feel some kind of way spending extra money on that. You understand what I'm saying?
I didn't think of that at all. So.
Hey, so somebody, let me give a shout out to Gray's take. He had a great fucking point, and this will happen. I guarantee you heard it first by Gray's take. He said, I could see them bundling a 6-month Game Pass service with the system as a huge lure instead of a game.
That could be smart. And also,
that's actually pretty good.
100 also said that 100 said that they'll probably package it with Xbox bundles. So that'll be another cool thing, which that you'll get 6 months to a year to try it out. And then also, I think a lot of people that they got confused on they were saying that some of the developers might take those games out, but Phil Spencer said in that interview that it'll be very few, minor. He's like, for the most part, it'll be more. Those games will stay in their catalog, so they don't have to worry about those games just going away.
Mm-hmm.
So,
or they'll add while they take they'll add 10 new and take out, let's say, 3 or something.
As far as the business content, if they making money, they got another avenue of making money. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that when it comes, because when it all boils down to it, it's about making money. Now, that guap, that moolah, that cheddar, that dough, that cash, that cream. Now they got. If they got if they got Black Ops 2 on back on that list, I'm gonna be salty as shit because it could be a possibility that there's a lot of titles that I haven't played from the 360 era, and that's another question. If is the Pass only for Xbox One games, or just 360 and one game?
360 also.
It's 360
also?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so it could be a possibility that Modern Warfare 2 could be on the Pass, Modern Warfare 3 could be on the Pass, it could be Black Ops 2 on the Pass, and that might sucker me in on that, because those are games that I like, and if they do that, I can't hate on the player. I just gotta hate the game and cough up the cash. But there's gonna be if for the average gamer, there's gonna at least be one game that they're willing to try out. You know what I mean? If they don't see anything else, they can always cancel it. Right. But I'm good with games with gold. I'm good with games with gold right now.
Yeah,
because I can actually own the title. Yeah.
Well, I think for me, in regards to this whole Game Pass thing, first of all, I think it's really good. Like you said, it's going to be great for what we call neutrals, or people who or casuals. Excuse me, casuals.
It's good for Sony fans.
No, casuals. But I also look at it as it makes me feel like, and I don't want to jinx this or anything, but it makes me feel like EA Access is going to be multi-plat. Like it's going to go to PS4. I mean, if you think about what Sony has done with their own service, they're cutting it back on all the other platforms, some of the other platforms, singling it down to PS4 and PC. So I can easily see EA Access coming to PlayStation. So I think that's going to happen. But I do think it's going to be a great value. $10 a month to me is a really good price point for what you get.
Was what, 20?
I think I'm not certain.
20 a month, 120 for the whole year.
But at the same time, I completely agree with Infamous. Games with gold, like I do worry about that. Like, how are they going to cycle that? Like, because if you take like she said, if you take these games and then you place them in the service in the Game Pass, then it's like, what's the point of having games with gold when we pay more for? Because Game Pass, I think, is going to be also available for silver. but we pay a subscription every year. So hopefully that will either do two things. The value or the quality of titles that come with Games of Gold will be improved, or something along those lines. So,
well, yeah, but I also think that there's so many games that's in the network that they could utilize and put in there, because you also got to still think about the backwards compatibility program as well. I think that Games for Gold will be fine. I also see something that I asked that All Day showed me that wasn't real, but it might be real down the line to where they might have a different tier system for how you play. If you just want to primarily just play online and do the party chat and don't have access to anything, Xbox Gold, then that option might be free for you. If they also might have a silver tier and a gold tier to where everything's available to you, and with all these services that Xbox is trying to present, like the EA Access,
Groove Music,
Groove, all of that. They could go that direction. I don't know. Oh my goodness, what's going on? This is, what I'm saying? Xbox, you turned black on me, bro. That's cool. I like that though. What's happening? What's up with you, live? What's happening?
Yo, what's going on? Y'all can hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, we hear you.
All right, cool. My thoughts on the Game Pass thing is it's more premium than Gold, so you'll probably see newer stuff in it quicker than you would see on Gold. Gold is like stuff that's like a year, maybe 2 years old. Game Pass will probably be something that's like maybe the oldest 6 months, and that's how so because after 6 months, or depending on what the game is, let me rephrase that, because Call of Duty sells all year, Grand Theft Auto sells all year, shit like that won't be in there. But maybe a game like what was that game that flopped? Dishonored 2. That shit will be in there. Something like Watch Dogs or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I could see being in Game Pass. Like something that people are kind of buying, but not really.
Mm-hmm. That's a great point. That's a great point.
Yeah. Or Deus Ex, shit like that. Like that. That would be good stuff to put in there. So.
Did Deus Ex even sell well? I never
even
did
okay.
About it.
I think it did okay. I don't think it did great.
I don't see anybody playing Deus Ex. I heard that
I don't like 3 people with it.
I heard it was really good in the beginning, and then it just faded off real quick during the story. So I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I can see like Phil said in that interview that he was hoping for like more episodic type games, like maybe Hitman, maybe some people want to try to make indies that will be episodic, things like that. Yeah, it will be a more premium service for
they want their Daredevil, their House of Cards. They want that type shit for their Game Pass. Something that's like, oh shit, you only can play this if you have Game Pass type shit.
Yeah, that would make more sense, because he did say
Telltale might do an exclusive for them.
Yeah, like 1 month early or something.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense. If Telltale did it exclusive. All they got to do is do exclusive. I wouldn't say for a Microsoft game, because that just seems. I guess they could do like a Halo like type thing or something. Mm-hmm. But I would say they should probably do something other than that. I don't know what it would be, but I don't think it'd be like Marvel or anything, because motherfuckers come out with the torches and the picks.
See a Battletoads Telltale game, that'd be dope.
Actually, that's real good. Yeah, that's a good one.
Wow, that's crazy. Dang, man. You know what? We're gonna have to have you to come on again, Livewire, instead of just popping in and saying what's up. We almost can. No, it's all good. I'm glad that you came in. I don't know what the hell happened to Bot, but he started botting. You know what I'm saying? And then he was gone. But let's go ahead and I want to ask one more question. But before we do that, I want to bring up one thing. I don't know, Infamous. You think you got time or to talk about what we were talking about earlier with?
Oh no, that's up to you. You know.
Oh, well, I know that, but I'm just saying, I know people get pressed for time. It's Friday night, you know what I'm saying? It could be the pants off, dance off. People like to go to the
right now?
room.
The women in games
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so, don't tell it. Yeah, Friday night is when it's about to get live. So, I don't want to just interrupt everybody on the panel's time. I don't.
No giveaway?
Well, no, that's coming. I'm just saying, like, for me, my old lady went out, so I got all damn night.
Oh, okay, cool.
Whatever. It's a party anyway. So, okay, before we do that, then let me go ahead and let All Day do his thing, and then Infamous will let you discuss what you did this weekend. So, All Day, go ahead and hit everybody up with what we're going to do. We're doing a giveaway, people. We're doing a giveaway.
Was it 3 months, K-Maker?
3 month, yeah, a 3 month pass, Xbox Live Pass. Sorry, PlayStation owners. This is an Xbox centric podcast, so we might think about the PlayStation people later on. I don't know, it's according to how much y'all guys want to show support to us. But she said never. Anyway, so yeah, and to the Nintendo fans as well, and PC. You know what I'm saying? We all gamers at the end of the day. So anyway, but we're gonna give a 3 month pass. All you got to do is
follow everybody in this panel, man.
You gotta follow everybody on the panel. So, and I mean, that's including the dude that just popped in, like, bro, man, live wire. You know what I'm saying? And and support, and even my boy Don. You know what I'm saying? Don is still a part of the crew, but he's been doing he's been doing the Lord's work, making games out there, and he's been presenting his game out there at GDC. So, you know what I'm saying? He's still a member of the crew. You know what I'm saying? And I wish could show his gameplay and all that, but we'll still keep working on that until we get it right.
Needs to present their handles, so
So at the end of the show, we'll have everybody say their handles and all of that. But go ahead, say what you got to say live. Let's see who's going to get this answer right.
Oh, you talking about All Day? You said live.
Oh, my bad.
That's all good. All right, first question. What was the first Xbox Live arcade game? That's question number 1. Number 2.
For Xbox One?
Xbox Live Arcade. So that would be 360, I do believe.
Wow. Okay, you went way. Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Are we supposed to guess this?
No.
No.
For the audience.
We don't guess it.
Oh, okay.
About to say.
Give out the answer.
Yeah.
And the second.
I didn't say it though.
The second question is, what was the original name of the original Xbox?
Oh, that's easy.
Nassif, you're not gonna get it because you don't. Yeah, you said Bomberman. So, no, Papa. Come on, Papa. Come on, Lethal Papa. You got to do better than that now. Come on now. You got to do better than that. So, anyway, while people try to figure that out, they're probably going to Google. So, let's just go ahead and
go ahead and when you guys get DM them to us.
Yeah, DM
to K-Mega or Video Theory. Don't matter.
Yeah, on Twitter, you could just hit me up on at KMega4 and then give me the answer, and then you'll get your 3 months free. Oh, and it's sponsored by our people, Intro Media Gaming, man. They like to take care of people. And Dan 100's even doing he's doing a giveaway for Halo Wars 2. So I don't know. I mean, he must have got his government check. You know what I'm saying? Damn.
Taxes back, boy.
Let me hold something.
Yeah.
Let me hold something.
No, man.
I'm just playing.
Yeah, you know, so no government cheese. It's steak with the beans and rice tonight. Go ahead.
100,000.
But no doubt.
He said 100,000.
Big shout out to the Dollinaire 100. You know what I'm saying? That's my ace. He every night, man, we in there, we just playing. And I gotta give him a big shout out to his ass just blasted me in Madden. I haven't played Madden in a couple of months. And I come back and him and Tax, you know, they've been playing Madden, and then I see all these changes and shit, and I get glasses. So I'm probably gonna have to come back in and try to get my revenge. But Lady Infamous, You did something.
Yes.
You went to a very, very cool event that Microsoft threw, and I definitely want to hear about it. So let everybody know what you did.
Okay. Earlier, a shout out to Mama Sita because she put me on first.
Yes, Mama
and El Boogie because they put me on.
Woo! Oh, my bad.
There was a women's in gaming luncheon in San Francisco, and there was a lot of females out there representing Microsoft Altogether Networking. I met Phil and I met Aaron. We went there early. So before they was already there. And then shout out to El Boogie as well. Through her connections, we went to an event called Blacks in Gaming, presented by Xbox 2. It was a lot of African American game developers, 3D printers, artists, gamers, streamers, everybody just collaborating, and there was podcasts as well, Moonfire Podcast. It was great. I never heard of them, but they did have some valid points. I have a statement. For one, this is my very first time doing these things, so I think it's good that they recognize that the gaming industry needs more diversity, and Microsoft and Xbox are trying to accommodate that as well, because during the GDC this week, it's been Latin in gaming and a lot of other diverse gaming events. And my question is for you guys is, you think it's a pro or a con to do things like this? And you think that if Nintendo or PlayStation did something like this, because I'm not too familiar with the other ones, but you think this is a pro or a con?
Oh, it's definitely a pro. I think it's fantastic. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna let the panel take it over, but I just want to say that kudos to Microsoft for throwing this out, because there should be a lot more diversity in the gaming spectrum. I mean, I made a video last year that was talking about how like Japanese people depict African Americans, women, just people of all different nationalities. Man, it should be to where people can show gaming how they see it through their eyes and how people can relate. And I think that is a huge thing, especially for female gamers out there that want to kind of depict women as being true heroines instead of sex objects.
Yeah, I do agree, man, because a lot of times you got this stigmatism on Twitch where girls are, literally shaking their tits for views and money and donations, and that's not what it's about. You know what I mean? It's about girls just want to game. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know it sells, but that's not the focal point of what we do. You know what I mean? We game, we have fun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think it's cool for like-minded individuals to come together and have an event and talk and network and just enjoy themselves, man. Yeah,
I just strongly suggest that if there's an event, like a gaming event in your area, and if you can afford it, you go. That's your best way, because one of the advices that I got from yesterday is you'll get the best opportunities if you go to these events and you meet people and you see your face and they see your face and they know, like, hey, this is Maria, this is Lady Infamous. She was here a year ago. Oh, she's here this year. She's really serious about gaming. It's not about shaking your ass, because if you want to shake your ass and make some real money, there's other ways to do it.
Yeah, I'm still pretty upset that I missed this. I got the notice for pretty late, so I couldn't. I would have went in a heartbeat, man. No question.
Oh, don't worry. I'll host you. When you come to the town, I'm gonna host you. I'm gonna show you around.
I appreciate that, dude. I really do. I'm so upset I missed this, but I definitely Microsoft. They've done this before. They always try to. I think they also have it like as far as their company as well, in regards to like diversity promotion and things like that. So it's nothing new for them. But you're right. I don't really hear anything about Sony or Nintendo or anything, but I think that's mostly because they're in Japan.
But personally, my personal opinion, not every person that owns a PlayStation is Japanese, so they should at least think about that.
No, and that
You know
part
what I'm
is
saying?
true.
They should,
Yeah.
No, but most people want to be Japanese.
Well, there's only a few that like to drive, that want to fly on the Dragon Ball Z cloud.
Nice cloud, oh man.
You got some niggas out here eating, chicken drumsticks with chopsticks, man. That's
dumplings.
J-Long, what do you think about this?
I think it's a beautiful thing, people, because I kind of feel underrepresented in movies and in games, So, and I just think it's a great thing because there are female gamers out there. There are black people out there, Hispanic people. We exist, and I like just to see variety in not only genres, but in storylines and in cultures, man. And there's a lot of people who need to get more credit, and I think it's a good thing, just spreading awareness and letting people know that hey, we're out there.
Yeah, and another thing too, like I don't know if you guys know pretty much what I do because I'm a developer, and like that's what I do is my job, and like I'm the only one of me in my office, if you know what I mean, female and black person. So,
don't say black, say African American.
African American. I say black. I say both anyway, but I don't get offended by black. I mean, I do. But
you gotta understand, she's more South, so I can relate to that. Like I'm Native American. I'm Native American.
Megan, when have you ever seen a black person?
But I'm saying,
I get what you mean.
I
get what you mean. But I don't take offense to it.
Yeah, you're more in the area of liberals, and so here we're in mostly red states. So you hear black. I mean, as long as these white people don't call us niggers and colored,
yeah,
and get across the.
I ain't mean for this to get all PC and all that. I'm trying to make a statement on what I think.
Go ahead.
Y'all don't say black.
I'm fucking with you. I'm just
I mean, I didn't get to finish my point. You know what I mean? But you messed me up. Now I'm like, I don't even want to say nothing about it.
Go ahead, Kool-Aid. I'm joking.
I say you're doing too much.
I'm joking.
Doing too much.
I'm a developer. In regard, as far as the dev team is concerned, I'm the only person, African American female. Okay. And on my team, rather. I mean, of course, we have other African American people in the workplace, in my workplace, of course. But as far as in the tech industry, in the development industry, not so many. So anytime I have opportunity,
let me ask you a question. Sure. How many people do you see coming in of color through the industry or your field?
I was about to get into that.
Okay.
I mean, not many. I mean, to be honest with you, it's very, especially in my office.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, I feel like I'm representing the whole culture when I'm at work.
You are.
Like, you know what I mean? It's, with how I present myself, what I say, everything I do. It's like, man, I gotta make sure that I'm on point so that everybody can understand that. Look, we aren't all a certain stereotype, or we.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just
that new Kanye song? I forgot the name. Like,
stop it.
Let him finish. You doing too much now. You messy.
I do appreciate Microsoft for just being a leader in that, trying to promote the obvious in the gaming industry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it encourages more people, more women.
Right, because I think they have one for Hispanics. They had one for different cultures, ethnicities, as well. It wasn't just for African Americans. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, this is my take on it. I feel Microsoft, unlike many other companies, understands the real value of people in general. So they look at it as, no matter, we can't just have white people working here because you need a collective understanding of the world. And when you only have one certain group of people, basically, running the industry, it gets stale. You find it comes to a crawl, and then you're like, well, why the fuck this shit doesn't, like, why aren't we getting the innovation and all these things that we want? It's because you're pulling from the same pool of people, and everybody has the same ideas. So that's why they're pushing so hard to look for the Latinos and the blacks and women and Asians and Native Americans. Like that's why they're pulling so hard. Like you even see it in our games nowadays. I mean, people bitched about Locke being in the game, but he wasn't. The crazy thing is, in Halo 5, he wasn't the only minority.
Mm-hmm.
You had one girl who was Asian,
like
and the other
playing
one
as
was
Locke, man.
Latino.
Come on.
Yeah.
They,
I didn't like
you
playing.
know.
I'm sorry. I mean,
You didn't like-
so
I'm just saying. I'm just saying the fact that he was in the game.
You didn't like Halo 5?
I loved Halo 5. I just said I wanted to play more Master Chief. I mean,
Well, I mean,
but see, but I think
wait, hold on, K-Mega. What's that game?
That's about that another time. Because go ahead.
Have you guys seen the this game? What's it called? Detroit or Life in Detroit or whatever that game is,
Yeah,
that little indie game. What's it called?
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
This is
Life
like
is
a-
Strange.
We Are Detroit. Oh, We Are Detroit.
Yeah, we are
There it is,
Detroit.
there it is.
Oh,
And I thought that was so dope. Like I hope I get my hands on it whenever it comes out, if it's already out.
I
But
know
I
what
heard
you're
a lot
talking
of people
Never
say
heard of it.
it's really different. It's really unique. You know, it's really
Oh.
it feels authentic. So I think moving games. I mean, you don't really. I mean, the last game we had like that was San Andreas. So I mean, it's a completely different take on the urban setting. You know what I mean? More than a positive light, and that's something I think developers should kind of looking forward to, instead of basing every black or Latino or the bad stereotypes. You know what I mean?
The thing would be cool though is if they had where black people live wasn't just the hood. That to me is like a pet peeve in itself, because it's just like, yo, what the fuck?
Tell me about it.
Like, yo, I lived in the hood like for like 5 years of my life and moved out. But guess what? When I moved out, I was still around black people. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Watch Dogs too. I like that they didn't do that.
Like I was living in a Victorian area. There's nothing but fucking black people all down the block. It's just like we don't just live in projects and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Well, that's the one thing about it that I find amazing is that there was people that also posted that. I think that was a Sticky Finger that was saying that, because I was going to make that point about the Microsoft CEO is Indian.
Mm-hmm.
So you also got to put in consideration of there's a lot of Muslims that's with Microsoft as well. The more diversity, the better. I think the game that can come out that can identify with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like, like The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3 was based on some people that were all about that era. They knew that. I think they were all from that point, not from that, time, but they were,
from Polish. It's Polish. And they ain't nothing but white people in Poland. It is what it is.
But what I'm saying is that everything was authentic to the music, to the story. Everything was perfect. Now, just think if, take for Uncharted 4, great game. But the one thing that I had a pet peeve for was that the
black girl was bad.
The black girl in the game. See, there you go all day, African American. Anyway,
she was technically African, but okay.
She was African, but she was played from a very successful
white woman.
Voice with a white woman, and that was disturbing to me, because there are so many good actresses out there that should have the opportunity to play that role, and I know that she's a kick-ass actress. It's not that's not the point. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
call Angela Bassett real quick.
But no,
I don't know. Maybe he didn't want her to put. Maybe they didn't want her to be a black woman, because I think she was supposed to be mixed, right? She's a mixed.
I mean, I think she just had a great voice. Listen, I didn't get offended by it. I thought that was fine, because my husband, he does voiceover, and they look for just voice talent. It's not even about
the color.
Right, exactly. If she has a great voice and it matches with the color, the character doing great. Because I think
hold on, wait a minute. This is why I'm offended. It's not because of that, because I mean, hell, you could have a person playing you got people playing pandas and genies and all that. I'm not tripping about that. I'm saying that there was a black actress somewhere out there that should have got a chance to play that role, but
maybe they didn't apply.
My only thing is, she wasn't supposed to just be black though. She's supposed to be African, like a and not just African, like like an elitist as far as an African. So what I'm saying is she's not gonna speak. She'll speak with an Afrikaan type accent.
Well, the lady, she's from South Africa, so I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
yeah, she's out South African. But the fact of it is that look, what Microsoft is doing is giving out is giving a platform for people of color to jump their ass in and take advantage of it, because this instead of you thinking that you got a tight ass rap song saying ibidi 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 abba and doing some wild shit and dabbing, you can actually jump into this universe and thrive because of the fact that this is the biggest entertainment right now.
It is
in the world. It's bigger than movies. So why don't you know what I'm saying? So the opportunity is there, and I'm not just talking about primarily just black people. I'm talking about everybody. Get your white ass up and go move around. Try to get into the gaming market. Get on out there and try to do this. The opportunity is there, and this is what Microsoft is presenting is awesome. That's fantastic. It should be praised.
What they're trying to do is make sure that people are in position to create content. Like Microsoft can't do this shit on their own.
Right.
So the thing is, like, Netflix, they have all these different movies and big production shit right now. Like Will Smith got his movie coming out in December. But before Will Smith was making movies and whoever the fuck else was making movies for Netflix, they had like motherfuckers from down the block making movies for Netflix. You know what I mean? Right. Like they had to feel something in there with digital content.
Locke was Cage, so I mean,
that's a great show.
So that is though.
So basically, it's like what I see them trying to do is introducing, the industry to people who otherwise wouldn't even think about going into it. And I would suggest, like, if there is an inkling, I'm not saying you have to want to be a game developer, but if you have an idea, especially if you're younger. I mean, I don't want to be a game developer. I just like playing video games. I already have a job, so I don't. My job is busy enough. I don't want to do no gaming shit whatsoever. That's why I talk the way I do, and I don't give a fuck about it. But for those that do want to go and be like the face of a developmental team or whatever in gaming, I suggest you start as young as possible because it's easier. And those that do know, I say take somebody under your wing, teach them some shit, that you've learned, so you could pass that on to the next group. Because the thing is, like, if you don't teach these younger people how to do this shit, when you need help, you won't have it. Because there'll be nobody to do the shit that you didn't even do. Like, that's the biggest issue we have in the workforce altogether. Motherfuckers out here trying to hold on to jobs that don't exist anymore. I want to work in the steel mill. Bitch, there ain't no goddamn steel mill out here. What the fuck is wrong with you?
They're coming back, though. They're coming back.
Yeah, not coming back.
No, but the thing is,
there's going to be a robot that's going to take your place. Look, hold on. Okay,
like, even if it was going to, like, even if it was going to come back, it would be short-lived. It'd be like, oh, okay, the steel mill's here for like 10 years, and then your ass is back on unemployment talking about, man, I can't even afford a beer out this bitch. This shit sucks.
So do you think? I mean, we get into a whole deeper conversation here.
Yeah, see, we get into the social part of the podcast that I wanted to get into at one point in time, but what we got to do, we're gonna have to wrap this up, guys. We're gonna have to get live.
My bad.
No, live for real. Next week, are you gonna come on? You gonna come on? You gonna hop on? You gonna be on the show?
You know what? I can't do it.
Okay,
because my wife's birthday next week.
Oh, well,
you know how black women are. They like to celebrate the whole goddamn week.
That's right.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, if anybody has the answer and we don't get to do it on here, we're not.
I have not got the answer yet. So that's what. So we're gonna do this one more
next week.
Yeah. We'll hold it till next week. So you're gonna have to get the answer. So all day, ask the panel. Not the panel, but ask everybody in the chat one more time if they got it, and if they don't, then we'll just recycle it until next week.
If anybody has the answer in the chat, DM K Mega. The question one: what was the first Xbox Live arcade game? Second question was, What was the original name of the original Xbox?
Right.
3 month gold subscription.
Yes, 3 month Xbox Live Gold subscription. This is just the start, and it's gonna. We'll do more giveaways. I also have something big time to announce next week. You know, I was going to announce it tonight, but again, I want to have everybody on the panel on. Hopefully, the Don will be free and available, and then Xbox will be back from doing whatever he needs to be doing, and we'll have the whole original crew plus whoever will come in, and we'll just and I'll announce it then. But yeah, I want everybody to go ahead and start giving out their shout outs because we're going way over. I know that there's people that's got scheduled things that they need to do. So I don't want to jump into their family time or to anything else that they have to do. Because like I said, it's the boom boom room time, people. It's the pants off, dance off, and they got their spouses or whatever waiting. Like, you know what I told you? I was ready to give you this meat rocket tonight. You better get your ass off this podcast. So anyway, we're gonna start off. Hey, Livewire, since you came in here, man, introduce yourself. And tell everybody where they can follow you at and all of that jazz.
All right. I think most of y'all know, but this is your boy Livewire. I'm the crazy guy on Twitter, the guy ranting on YouTube. Yes, I am a racist against fuckboys. So if you're a fuckboy, you will receive that hate. That it is what it is. I'm just yeah. So I mean, but those are the only people that call me racist. Straight up fuck boys and fuck girls that can't, they got them raspy boy voices and smoke cigarettes all goddamn day.
There we go. There we go. Shots fired. Okay, thank you all day. I mean, I said all day.
That ain't me. Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that on me.
Live wire. Oh my goodness. All right, hey man. Thank you, special guest, for coming on, Jay Long. I'm pretty sure that you might be stressed for time. So, man, go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you. That dope ass podcast that you had me to come on and be a guest on Wednesday nights. Give us all your info, bro. Let everybody know.
Yeah, you can check me out on Twitter, JLong908, YouTube, JLong908. Check out my podcast, Kaleidoscope, Hebot, 100, Kano, and Ghostwriter. Check those guys out. And check everybody on the panel out, man. They all do good stuff.
Yes, no doubt. So we're gonna move on down the line. All day, Digital. The person that wants to say, "Hey, look, you can't say black." American. We gotta be right when it comes to
Black
all
Trump.
that.
Man, what's going on, man?
You know what?
They out here calling motherfuckers mulattoes and shit.
You know what? I know. You know what I'm saying? The Xbot wasn't even here to defend. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't, bro. Came over here looking like a fucking self-walking khaki. But let's get it in. You can find me at This Is All Day Digital. You can find me on Twitter, Video Theory. And you can find me All Day Digital on YouTube. This has been a great show, great panel. This is audio dope. So you know what that means. I'm getting razor blades and more plates. Let's go.
Well, you know what? Leave it up to you to say some wild shit. Anyway, now we're going to get to the part of the panel that is more subdued and that has some true sense. Other than you, J Long. Other than you, J Long. Other than you. Hey, go ahead, Lady Infamous. Let everybody know what you do, your channel, all of that. Everybody wants to know.
Well, I want to say thank you for everyone that put their opinions and intellectual conversations tonight on this podcast. It's always good. You guys can hit me up on Lady Infamous 415 on YouTube. You can also check me out at Lady_Infamous 415 on Twitch. Twitter, Lady_Infamous 30. Y'all check out my video tomorrow. I'm doing a giveaway, 500 now. So you guys enjoy yourself and have a good night.
Excellent. 500 subs, man. That's amazing, man. Congratulations. Congratulations. I am very, very, very happy about that, man. You know,
roll one up for that.
Yes, I'm gonna take a little.
As soon as I get off, as soon as I get off, as soon as I get off.
Don't incriminate yourself, Steve. You know, you try to be.
It's legal now,
yeah. Well,
it's legal over here.
Not here. Not here. It's not legal. Anyway, so and last but not least, you know what I'm saying, the most spectacular, the most divine. Let me stop because that's bullshit. Listen, Delilah HD, give your info, give out, tell everybody.
Delilah HD. You know, you guys can follow me on Twitter. Shout out to everyone in the panel. It was great rocking out with you guys. Can't wait to do it again next Friday. Shout out to the Console Corner. I will be on there on Monday for Ladies Night. And, like I said, I will.
Is Mama Cedar going to be on there?
I don't know.
Lord
Usually we find out that like mid-afternoon or that evening, right?
K-Man got a poster in his room and shit.
Man, I got a picture on my phone, man. I'm not crushing. I'm just saying that she's talented. I like her work. Go ahead.
Like I said, follow me on Twitter, Delilah_HD. Yeah, that's it.
No doubt. So, all right. So that means it's just me. I'm going to try to act like Xbot right there. It's the Xbot 448. Go check me out on the 10/15/27 live. We're going to be doing the next podcast tomorrow night at 5 Eastern. Okay. And the best podcaster on the show, K Mega 45, will be there. So that's all y'all need to know. So anyway, man, no doubt, man. Check us out on the next podcast. Big shout out to Intro Media Gaming. Big shout out to BGST and the multiplayer, and for my biggest hater right now, Jay Centuries, because he can't take my opinion seriously. He's got to take. Well, no, he's taking it too seriously. My boy Jay Centuries want to fight me or something because I say Atriox, however you say his name, is Atriox is a beast. He's a monster. He's a killer. And if you don't like that, so the hell what? 343 said.
I mean, he's the Russian. The Master Chief is Rocky.
Yes, exactly.
He dies.
Atriox is a bad SOB. But anyway, this is your boy K Mega 405. Thank you guys for rocking out with us. Another damn show with technical problems, but I'm going to blame that on Xbox since he's not here. So anyway, scapegoat. So anyway, everybody have a good night. Have a good Friday. I'm going to hop on and try to play me some Battlefield 1. Haven't played in a long time, so we're going
I'm about to play that shit.
And then for GRG night, if anybody wants to jump in and have a good time. And then I'm going to try to play me a game of Madden before I take my ass to bed because I got to go to work in the morning, which sucks.
Zelda real quick.
For you.
Switch gang.
So everybody have a good night. Thank you for hanging out with us. Peace.